Well, it says you're live, so that means we're live here. Hi, this is Crypto Hulk, and the show is Crypto Hulk. That's a good joke, huh? No, Crypto Hulk, just stick the news in your views. Okay, then I will. I guess. Let's see who's here. Who's the first one today? Jason V. Jason said, "What happened to Crypto Hulk 2? I can't see the channel." Uh, Captain Obvious says the channel no longer exists. YouTube destroyed the channel because I'm a truth teller. That's why. You got Vulcan, Aussie, Julie Renee showed up. Crypto She-Hulk, Jungle Joe, Tekken Monster, G-Spot 361. Heather Hatley shows up, says, "Let's do this." KG Trey, Peter, Rolex wearing, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun. Just curious on who shows up. Veronica's here. Cap Crypto Canuck, Mark Gutierrez. And then Yurt Dog. What kind of name is Yurt Dog? Jeff Lamkey. Hello, Jeff. Carlos está aquí. Lady Dives here along with Mr. Sagor Das, Ed Doxy. Crypto Hulk is a werewolf. Got that right. Platform won't let me donate. Then you go to the bottom left corner, click on it where it says send feedback. Tell them you're a paid member for the channel. And if they don't allow you to donate, that's illegal. And you can ask them, which district attorney's office would you prefer to deal with to handle the criminal charges? Yeah, they'll probably get that fixed real quick. How about Junior? Did you let him trick or treat? He's out there right now. He's running. He's only like this tall. So people are kind of freaking out. 2:25 in the morning in the UK. Oh, damn. Jean Rainbow. Oh, God, you're going to have a hard day at work tomorrow. Somebody's calling in sick. All right. Focus. Focus, hocus pocus. DBS Bank. Okay, I'm going to show you some links. Oh, first thing I'm going to show you, I'm going to shows you like nobody can shows you. The first thing, I'm going to drop a bomb. This is what I studied. Henry Brown's dropping it question for Henry. Question, is it even legal for the SEC or whatever government agency to hold up XRP and other crypto from people until the come crypto laws and regulations? Henry, excellent question. I've been bringing this up for 2.5 years. You've probably missed the shows. But you're exactly right. Henry, what's involved here is a civil rights violation under color of authority. What that means, and that's in the United States Code. Henry, I got to give you the short version of this because I almost talk about this all the time. But hold that thought for a second. No, I'm going to continue with this because I started with you. But a major red bomb dropped. But I'm going to focus on good old Henry Brown. So Henry, I'm going to keep this one short because I've gone over this like on so many damn shows. You could literally go to my past 3 shows and I've talked about it for a half hour. So I'm going to give you like 1 to 2 minutes or so. Okay. You have something called Henry, the United States Code. Okay. In the United States Code lists definitions of what is this, what is that. It lists what you're allowed to do, what you can't do, what you can do. You know what I'm saying? So it lists all the laws. The United States Code is the law of the United States. Now, each state has their own codes. California, where I'm living now, has a penal code. That covers everything that's legal and illegal and shit like that. Then you have the health and safety code, business and professions code, on and on, okay? Fish and game code. So you can't fish. And so the United States government, again, has something called the US code. It covers everything and what you can and cannot do. Each individual state has their own code. Arizona has like what's called the Arizona Revised Statutes, ARS. California has the California Penal Code. And I can go on in each state. So where am I getting at with this? So the SEC is a division of our government that regulates things called securities, okay? And there's definitions in the United States Code about what is a security, okay? And in the United States Code, it gives the SEC the authority to regulate securities. Got it? Okay. Now to wrap this up for Henry Brown coming around. So, dear Henry, the United States Code, here we go, doesn't have anything in it about cryptocurrency. And Henry's like, what? Yeah, it doesn't. There's nothing there. It's like a nothing burger. You order the triple burger special with all this shit. They wrap it up. You put it in your car and you drive off. And while you're driving on the freeway, you open that bitch up and there's no meat in there. That's a nothing burger. That's what this case is. It's a distraction. It's a fake. No other channel except this one knows what the fuck's going on. All right? The United States Code doesn't have a definition of what is a cryptocurrency. The United States doesn't have a definition of all the types of cryptocurrencies. The United States Code doesn't have a definition of staking, doesn't have a definition of yield farming, on and on and on and on and on. What the SEC has done, what the IRS has done is completely illegal. The IRS cannot tax you on shit that does not exist in the United States Code. The SEC is committing civil violations under color of authority, same as the IRS. They're committing civil rights violations under color of authority because they're enforcing shit that does not exist. That's illegal, okay? No other channel will tell you this. None of the lawyers will tell you this because they're all fucking stupid as well, okay? So, Henry, how do we fix this? Well, there's something called the legislative branch of government. You have the legislative, the judicial, and the executive branch, Henry. And the legislative makes laws so that the IRS can do their job, so that the SEC, and on and on and on. The legislators are the ones that create laws, not the IRS, not the SEC. So, Henry, to conclude, what's being done in this country is completely illegal. Got it? There's your answer. Now, Nick Hamilton shows up, drops a fat one on the channel. Damn it. Nick Hamilton, thank you very much. It's just truly amazing that you're giving this money on behalf of everybody. It's just all your guys' hearts are truly amazing. Yeah, I'm just wow. But you guys, I mean, the time is running near. Nick's popping in, trying to say, wake up, okay? Because this is massive. You just can't learn this stuff watching 15 minutes of video a day. Not gonna happen. There's major, major moves going on. You sleep for just a little bit, like 5 minutes, and my God, you miss everything, right? It's just like if you're at work, I don't know, or if you're on the freeway or the highway and you fall asleep for like 5-10 seconds, and like, man, you could have a semi truck and lose the whole fucking load because you just needed like 5 seconds, right? That's how crypto is. Let me, so again, Nick's just trying to wake everybody up with that. Henry Brown, thanks for your answer. It was for my mom. Okay. Now, I got to send off. God, this is like shit here. Okay, so I sent you off the Monetary Authority of Singapore. I sent you off the 55 pager. Okay, that's what I'm going to be going over today. I'm going to be going over pages 1 through 26 during this program. Now, I want to send you an article. Let me scroll. I'm going to actually show you the articles I'm using. Here's the first one. Buy some booze. I do. I have a bottle of Bullet Bourbon Old Fashioned. So they kind of pre-make it all up. And I'll be drinking that after the show. Okay, first article. I just want you to take a little looky-loo. It shows DBS Bank joins Ripple partner R3. Okay, what's going on? So let me show you this. Let me really back this up. Next article, copy. So we're learning a lot. Black Cookie, thank you for your donation on the channel. I appreciate that. That's what it's for. Buy some booze. That's now I'm kind of doing 3 things at once in my head. And trying to hold a pattern here. So this article I just sent you is Project Orchid. Okay. It's titled Singapore Pilots. This is massive, okay? This is very, very important to get. I know it's kind of complicated for some people trying to keep track of all this stuff. But okay, check it out. So Singapore is launching CBDCs, wholesale and resale. I told you in the last show, they've been doing this shit since 2014. Okay. They're probably doing some kind of a final test or whatever it is. They've only had 6 to 8 years to do all this stuff. I wanted you to see this. Singapore pilots a tokenized fiat with smart contract capabilities. Think about this, okay? Didn't Ripple and Stellar 2 weeks ago just say they now have smart contract capability? Oh, damn, are you seeing where we're going here? I'm starting to get like butterflies and goosebumps, okay? It's only been 2 weeks or less since Ripple announced, and Stellar the next day, all of a sudden now they got smart contracts. And I'm like, whoa, holy shit, where'd this come from? Well, look at it right here. Singapore pilots tokenized fiat, CBDCs, listen, with smart contract capabilities. What? So in this article, I'm trying to show you proof here. So you got to follow me. We got to study this. They're using DBS Bank. That's a Singapore bank, DBS Bank. Now, look at the article I sent you from Tron Weekly. Here's the title. DBS Bank joins Ripple partner, there you go, R3's Contour. Now, DBS didn't join R3. They joined R3's partner, which is Contour. R3, back in the day, back in 2014, when all this Project Orchid, I showed you that 55-page thing, that 55-page research paper there was started in 2014 when Ripple was an R3 partner. Now, DBS Bank joins with a Ripple partner, which isn't R3 anymore, but R3's Contour Finance Network. Ripple. You see how they're all in this? I'm not just making this up. people that are brand new to this will be like, oh, it don't matter what happens. Crypto Hulk just says Ripple everything. No, I show proof. And don't listen to those dumbasses, okay? Because they don't know a fucking thing. Now, next, I'm going to show you proof again. What I just sent you, excuse me, was, read the title here. Ripple Partner, Monetary Authority of Singapore. We were just reading about them a second ago. They're going to launch an FX price machine. This article is from 2020. They're launching a price machine with BNY Mellon. So we got Ripple, we got the Monetary Authority of Singapore, and we got BNY Mellon all in bed together. Okay. But lastly, I'm going to send you the last article, the last bit of proof. Bam, there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, this article is, I've showed it before. This is just if you want to show new people. This comes from the Ripple website. The title is BNY Mellon, Reinventing Payments. Again, Brad Garlinghouse of Ripple married a BNY Mellon daughter. Okay? Little bit of a interesting thing there. This article is from 2016. If we scroll down, it starts off, BNY Mellon is focused on reinventing payments. So is Ripple. What they're showing in this article, if we scroll down to the next portion here, it says BNY Mellon advises collaboration as we reinvent hashtag payments. What we got here, or if we go even down to the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth paragraph starts off, ultimately, BNY Mellon sees the success of distributed ledger technology. There you have it, DLT. That is what XRP is. What I just showed you here, and I'm going to show, we're going to start our Project Orchid. These are my notes. I showed you the article about Singapore with DBS Bank. I showed you how that's related to Singapore. And the whole thing with Singapore is related to BNY Mellon and the Ripple partner R3 Contour, and BNY Mellon's a Ripple. Do you see how XRP and Ripple's all up in this shit? Along with that, this whole project, the Orchid and shit, it's mixed up with the EU, the European Union. This is the whole fucking world of power. Okay? London, you've got the Lloyds Bank. Didn't Ripple just open up a hub in London? Yes, they did. Who's working on the Digital Pound Foundation? Ripple. So Ripple's helping them with their money. Ripple's helping the EU. EU sending Singapore money. Dude, this is all fucking related. Okay? Stick with me. This is the channel to be on. John Willis, thanks for your donation to the channel. I appreciate that. Tell your friends and family, Hulk don't play. Then you got Nick Hamilton. Oh my God. They're gonna be shutting your bank account. Nick, thank you very much. Like, this is kind of unbelievable. What is it? This wasn't even like a big night, like a Friday or some shit, but he's trying to let everybody see. He's trying to let you guys know we are right above the target. I'm going to tell you what, he's trying to wake you up. Share some of these videos yesterday, whatever, today, Friday's video, because it's going to be over for your friends. Like, I'm breaking down, I'm going to show you the article, show you the links to prove that the article's legit. It's all Ripple, XDC, XLM, and stuff. It's just, it's all happening. Got India, everything's linked into these three. Everything, the India, the Lloyds Bank, every damn thing. China's got, I've been going over so much stuff. Like, if you don't have the cryptos that you got now, Here's what I'm gonna tell my friends: get a fucking loan because you're not gonna have much time. I got people on my either on this comments right here telling me they're shutting down their crypto accounts. Their bank accounts are getting locked out. If you don't got this shit now, oh, one of my people that watch my show, Johnny Utah, he's on Facebook and he's on TikTok. Johnny Utah told me he got something called Cash App. So CASH and then APP. He got Cash App, put money on that. Then he could buy the crypto on Uphold and then take it off right away. There's none of this hold for 60 days, dumb shit or whatever. Again, I would tell my best friend, I don't think you'll have too much time left. I think they're going to shut all this stuff down. Ripple's going to make a deal. They're going to, whatever it is, get these cryptos, man. Take a fucking loan. That's what I tell my best friend. Maybe $1,000 loan. Now you got 2,000 XRP. Sit on it for a year or two, maybe 3 at the most. Then you probably have like $30 million or something, you know? Heather Smith, thanks for your donation to the channel. Appreciate that. Okay, let me get into this article. God. I'm telling you, there's a whole lot. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this. I'm going to try to read quick. Okay. Project Orchid is in Singapore. It's been around since 2014. The Monetary Authority of Singapore is involved. I already showed you all the proof of these articles. It's all Ripple, XRP, XLM, XDC. Okay. On page 4 of the, so what I want to do now is tell you on page this, on page that. I sent you the 55-page report. What I'm doing is I'm kind of narrating what page I'm on and what information I find. So now you can verify that if you want. On page 4, they decided not to build a CBDC ledger first. Why do you think they did that? Because they already got the XRP ledger. It belongs to the world, okay? The World Wide Web already owns the ledger. That's why they didn't have to make it. Got it? But they're not going to tell you in this article. That's where I come in. Anybody can read. I mean, that's what they didn't tell you in the report. That's why I'm here. So we're going to go through the report, and I'm going to tell you what they really meant to tell you, but they did not, okay? Page 6. We'll need to interact with different assets. Okay, whatever ledger they use in Project Orchid, it has to interact with any kind of asset. No other ledger does that except XRP. Got it? And then you got the side chains, which there's no other ledger that is more interoperable. Okay, next, page 7. Project Ubin started in 2016, and it's been primarily wholesale focused. Wholesale, that comes to mind, that's the XRP crypto. Some of this stuff in Project Orchid, Project Ubin, and this and that, it's either retail or it's wholesale, okay? So in the Project Ubin, this is where they were testing wholesale CBDCs. That's 6 years ago, by the way. They're done, okay? They just haven't told everybody. Project Orchid is for retail, okay? These projects started by trying to make programmable money. Here's where it starts getting kind of nasty, okay? I don't like it. I'm just reading it to you. Singapore wants programmable money, and I believe the rest of the world's going to have it as well, all right? So from the beginning, I've said Ripple has had Codius. I've done programs on Codius. Go back into April, May of this year. I made shows. One of them said something like Ripple's Secret Project or something. That's Codius. It's a smart oracle that uses smart contracts. Let me tell you, let me just continue. I'm going to tell you what. They finished Codius. I did a report on it, spent an hour. It's called the Codius report. They finished that in 2014. It's smart contracts. It's smart oracles. I think all this shit's been done. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Here's my belief, and I can't prove it, but I know that I'm right. I did a report. It was called Codius, the white paper. Okay. My white paper has stuff on it that other people's white paper doesn't have. That's how I know I have the original. Okay. It was made in 2014. It was done in 2014. Ripple had smart contract capabilities. They just haven't told anybody. Haven't I told you from the beginning? Whatever we need, whatever I need, Ripple will provide it to us at the right time. You're like, yeah, you know what, Crypto Hulk? You have always said that shit. It's like I know things, right? I knew, and there's gonna be all kinds of look, DeFi, like whatever we need, Ripple's gonna come up with, and they're gonna offer it for whatever they do, whatever you can fucking think of. NFTs, Ripple just announced that they have NFTs. Like metaverse shit, Ripple will have everything we need when the time's right. They're not gonna just come out with all this shit right now. Okay, they don't do that. They wait for all the countries in the world to adapt and to adopt. And then once they get their infrastructure set up, boom, we'll drop the smart contracts now in 2022. And then next year, 2023, the infrastructure gets a little bit better. Now they're going to release the, let's say, staking and DeFi. They've already had it done. The problem was all these countries did not have the infrastructure. It's like this. Okay, I'll try to break it down for new people. XRP is a road. You can't get a Lamborghini to drive through a desert. You got to build the fucking road first. Got it? Then you can drive the Lamborghini through the desert on a road, park it in a garage that you make. I mean, see, so that's what Ripple's doing. They're laying out the infrastructure. Hey, XRP is great, but if you live in the middle of Nairobi, Africa and shit, it's not going to do a fucking thing for you, right? That's where the satellites are coming in, you know, and all that stuff. So Ripple, in my opinion, has had all this shit since 2014. They have. The Cody support, it was already done. They've just been waiting for all the infrastructure to catch up. Think about this. In the past 6 months, Ripple just announced NFTs and smart contracts. Holy shit. Where did that come from? 2014. Just haven't released. There was no road going through the desert. So it doesn't do any good to release a smart contract in the desert because there's no fucking road. Got it? Okay. Programmable money. Okay, what Singapore, this is on page 9. Now we're on page 9. PBM, purpose bound money, or programmable money using smart contracts. Whatever you want to call it, they're calling it purpose bound money. Here's where it does not get cool, all right? Programmable money that specifies the conditions the money can be spent on. This is starting to look kind of scary, all right? Now, Singapore is real close with China. So I think some countries will, well, now we're kind of speculating, but I'm going to say some countries won't have programmable money, or if they do, they won't use it. But later, they're all going to go bad and start controlling us like slaves, all right? So maybe it takes 5 years, 10 years, but eventually we're all fucking slaves. Programmable money, okay. It's going to be using like welfare payments and shit too. Page 10, the risk of deviation from the purpose specified in a voucher is a concern. The government knows that these cryptos that they make, the government, people are going to try to use them for other things. The government can track this shit, and they're going to try to track people down. This is where Singapore is going, okay? Also on page 10, they talk about an ERC, so that's a Ethereum-based crypto and Ethereum smart contract. So ERC 1155, and they talk about an ERC 20. That's on page 13. Page 15, the retail, that's for us, the retail CBDC brings together payments It brings together digital identity. Oh, damn. Data, which is information exchange. They're going to be exchanged. They're going to know every fucking thing. Who did what to who, when, where, how, when. Well, gee, Crypto Hulk, you seem to be donating a lot of money to Donald Trump's campaign. We're going to shut off your CBDC for a while. Hey, Crypto Hulk, that YouTube channel you got there, we're not going to allow people to donate to that channel because, you know, you do say a lot of stuff about the government. And we're going to do an investigation. We're going to shut down your bank account, Crypto Hulk, to see if you're truly an American. Then they just zap, shut down my bank account, my channels, everything. It's going to be a sad day, everybody. Now, let me see here. I want to make sure I got this right. Two. Hold on. Okay. Allie Merkel, thanks for your donation to the channel. Says, thanks, Hulk. Allie Merkel, I think, sent a double. Thanks, Hulk. Well, that's totally cool. It's always cool when the error is on my benefit. But that is cool. Allie, you're learning so much. You'll be making millions. That's why I'm doing all this. All right. So, yeah, this new money, you're going to love it. It's going to have a digital identity. It's going to share all kinds of information. Oh, great. I just can't wait. It talks about what you bought. Oh, who you bought it from. Page 15, cryptocurrency. Okay, page 15, cryptocurrencies, and in parentheses, it says Bitcoin and other forms of stable coins or commodity-backed crypto. And it talks about which adopt algorithm mechanisms to maintain stability based on today's characteristics are unlikely to be money. Okay, let me read that again, but make it more clear. Okay, cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and other stable coins, or commodity-backed crypto, or algorithmic-backed crypto are unlikely to be money. Just putting that out there, okay? Page 16, DLT, which is digital ledger technology based instrument infrastructures, public and permissionless, provide digital infrastructure. Hold on. King L, 7L King, the money will all be like that eventually. I totally agree. Like they'll start off just getting you used to it, right? Like if you're a drug dealer, you know, give somebody some free blow a little bit, give them some smack, you know, give them a little wake me up, give them a bump, you know, and then pretty soon you get hooked on that shit, and then it gets nasty. Not that I'd know. They will wait until everyone uses it like we do cash now, and then phase out cash. Social credit scores, what you do and say. I already know I'm on the shit list. That's for guaranteed. I'm already on the shit list with YT. Like, I already know how it's going to go. These same fuckers that run YT are the same little bastards in government. It's going to be all bad. That's why I got to get the fuck out of this country. Buy and act leads to mark, no buy, no sell. Maybe a generation or so. I know it's all going to be bad. Page 16, public blockchains have trade-offs. Public blockchains have a lack of clarity on accountability in the event of a failure. They don't know who the nodes are. So what they're saying is there's going to be more private blockchains. Like the government's going to try to not have these decentralized because they want to know who's doing what. The government's going to want to know whose money is this? Where's it going? Who's it going? We want to be able to program this. The nodes on the network, we got to know who all those people are. So they're going to start chopping down the amount. They don't really truly want decentralized because then they lose control. Okay. Page 16, private and permission blockchain and other DLT using, here we go, Hyperledger. So that's where IBM has something called Hyperledger, and that's XLM. Okay, so now you're seeing a reference for this XLM, Hyperledger. And then they mentioned, this is all on page 16. Then they mentioned Corda. Corda's R3. That's XDC. Okay, provide better clarity. So so those are smaller networks. The Hyperledger and the Corda, those are smaller networks, like the ledgers. Now that's separate from the XDC. Again, just like the XRP ledger is separate from the XRP tokens. So you have Hyperledger, which is like a ledger, and then you have the XLM. Got it? You have the Corda ledger with the XDC crypto. Got it? So that's how that works. The government in Singapore says the three that I just mentioned, they're smaller networks. They're more private, so they're easy to control, easier to monitor and stuff. Page 16. Open CBDC. It's a ledger initiative between, oh, here we go. Page 16. Here's an important one. They have something called Open CBDC. It's like a project, okay? It's a ledger initiative between MIT, which is Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Ripple. They're a node. They are a node on the Ripple XRP network, just letting you know. And they're a validator node. And then there's the Boston Fed. So the Boston Fed was working with MIT. We know Ripple's involved, and they're talking about this in Singapore. Okay, just so I let that's on page 16. Page 19. Limited friendly household program vouchers. Okay, in Singapore on page 19, they talk about during the COVID, the government of Singapore issued these vouchers, and what they were for is it's like money, but you can only use it at certain places. Okay. I'm not going to get into that too much. Singapore talks about Gov Wallet, G-O-V wallet, it's one word. That's what Singapore is starting to work on, or they're going to issue, so they can track your history. They're going to want to issue you a wallet so they can probably turn it off whenever you start talking shit about Singapore or China or something. Next, page 20 of the report, spending only at certain stores. And then they talk about your money having an expiration date. That's because they don't want you to spend, they don't want you to save. They want you every month to have no fucking money or whatever. They want to be right at the end where you're just begging every month. Because if they were to stop paying you for a month or two or three, you'd fucking starve. It's not like regular money. We could save it up. They don't want you to save. You'll own nothing and be happy. Remember? Page 22. Person to government payments. Okay. in page 22, I got the idea that what they want to be able to do is when you owe the government tax, to go right in to your government wallet and whoop, take tax out right away whenever they want. Instead of having you wait to the end of the year, or maybe no, they just take it whenever they want, and you're screwed. All right, that was on page 22. 38 minutes. Oh shit. Page 22 again. Potential solution flow. This is on page 22. CBDC paid with smart contracts to buy and finance a home. So at different stages of the home buying. So they're going to have smart contracts when you start buying houses in Singapore. And how that works is the foundation is laid in the house, let's say, and all the pipes. Then the contractor gets paid through the smart contract. Then the contractor builds the house, puts up the electrical, somebody inspects it, then they get paid again. So that's how in the future the home building process will be. And let's see. Page 23, potential benefits of PBM. People's jobs would be eliminated at all points because the whole process. So all the people that are required to do paperwork and all these things, building the houses and all the notifications and keeping track of this, all that will be done with smart contracts. Millions of people, hundreds of millions all around the world out of a job, okay? Page 24, validity check. Oh my God. So this whole smart contract thing is running the show. Smart contracts are being used during all the processes of law, teaching, all kinds of things, real estate, loans. These smart contracts and smart oracles are going to be putting gazillions of people all around the world out of work. Okay, it's not going to be cool. Um, that's all. I'm done with that half of the report. If you guys want me to do the other half of the report, let me know. And tomorrow I'll bust out. Tomorrow's will be a little bit shorter. Um, Tonight's went 40 minutes for the member, but I showed you other articles, the three other articles. Tomorrow, I'm not going to show you the articles. If you want them, you can. I'll try. I'll post them in the comments here after I end this program. So if you want me to do the other half of Project Orchid to see what happens on the other half of the CBDC stuff, let me know. I'll read through 32 pages and present that tomorrow for a final CBDC of Singapore and pretty much the global world's retail and wholesale CBDC stuff. Henry Brown says, so where can we go to avoid this chaos of government forces us to spend money? With the hard wallet, with the Faraday bag, help us with the issue of the government forcing us. Well, number one, Henry, I can't advise people on how to get away from government regulations, and I go to jail. So anything I ever tell you will not be uh, how to get around laws, because the government can get real sneaky. So each country, look, in the end, Henry, nobody's getting around nothing. So what's going to happen in the beginning is some countries are going to be more strict than others. So what some people will do is move to those countries where it's more relaxed. But then eventually, those relaxed countries will get really uptight, and then eventually we'll have like global slavery. So it don't matter about a Faraday bag, this, that. I mean, Henry, you've got a lot of work to do to understand. Maybe I think a month. If you watch my show every day for a month, I think you're going to pretty much know all your questions. All right. You seem fairly new to crypto, and that's fine. Just keep learning and learning and learning. And that's what my program is designed is to teach everybody. You can't learn all this in like one video. It's not going to fucking happen. So you watch for 2 weeks. I'd say by 1 month, you should be able to know exactly what the hell is going on in the world. What's a Faraday bag, wallet? What do I do with this and that kind of thing? But I can't tell you how to avoid government shit. Like that'll put me in jail. So I'm not going to. I can tell people what my friend would do if he wanted to go to jail and stuff. So I just want to make it very, very clear that whatever I'm teaching, it will not be um, to help you evade laws. That'll be on your end. If you do that, then I'm not telling you to do it. You're choosing to evade laws of your own country. So therefore, you'll go to jail and not me. Because I'm telling you, don't do anything to evade laws or tax or anything. Now, if you do these things, that's on your own, whatever. And I can explain to you how some people evade shit because I don't want you to do those same things. Some of you might not know if it's illegal to do A, B, C, or D. I'm going to tell you that doing this, like to get around by using a VPN, to use a VPN to buy crypto from another country, that's illegal in some countries. So don't do it. But what people do is they get like a VPN, change where they live. So instead of the United States, they change it to Mexico. Then they can access a Mexican crypto exchange to buy crypto that they normally could not buy because the laws. So do not use a VPN to bypass laws because that's illegal. Will you get the crypto you want? Yeah. But if the government ever catches you, then that's on you. All right. Patty Jacques, welcome back again. Thank you for your awesome channel. Love your honesty and sincerity and information. A lot of information. I'm tired. My brain is literally done right now. Can't wait for all of us to be very, very wealthy. And That's exactly right. That's a good note to end on. That's the goal. We're all going to end up there. It's going to be tough, you know. Governments are cracking down. They're going to want to tax everything. They want to take all your crypto. I've only been telling you this for 2.5 years, and now it's getting closer and like it's getting really, really, really close. You know. So anyhow, that'll be it for today. Thank you for showing up. I'm going to look tomorrow for some news. If I can find a lot of crypto news, and I'll make another program. That's how I do it. I'll see y'all and take care.